virtual studios where we always do the scratch and scratching. It's time to rage across the internet. Yeah! Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm your host, Porter.
You're already killing Danny. We're only 5 seconds in.
I know.
I didn't expect it.
I know you didn't. I told you I wasn't going to do it.
It's perfect.
So I'm your host, Porter. To my left, we got our, as usual, producer, Danny Mermaids Tyson.
Mermaids?
Yeah, because he's always swimming in bitches.
Oh my god.
It's a little callback to our patron hangout last week.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, that was...
I'm a little sad I missed that now.
That was Velocipaster.
Oh, I'm really sad I missed that, because that title sounds great.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think it was the worst one we watched.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I would have fell asleep then, like I did on the last one.
Oh, no,
That
they
was
were
the worst
all
one.
great. They were all great.
Yeah.
That just happened to be the worst of the three.
Well, you watched 3.
They were, the longest one was an hour 10.
Wow.
So...
Dinosaur Hotel.
Yep.
Velocipaster.
And Carousel.
Carousel. or Carousel.
Who comes up with names?
That's what we do on Patron Hangout Night,
Patron
man.
Hangout Night, man.
Wow.
It was so much fun.
This is a good one.
I'm sad I missed it.
Yeah, Patron Hangout. And then at the same time, we made a bet. Or we made a deal. That if we get
Oh boy, yeah.
if we get an X amount of dollars from all the patrons, I was going to get Daniel the Mermaid Tyson tramp stamp tattoo.
Oh, you heard him, guys.
It's a thing.
Fair amount of money that has to go into this because I was threatened with divorce with my wife if that happens.
He wants 29 large.
That's it?
That's
Don't
it?
say it. That's ridiculous. See, I told him that he wasn't going to get to keep the change
Oh, I absolutely...
because he's going to get the cost of the tattoo.
No. I need the cost of the lawyer and the divorce lawyer fees.
Well, just get it somewhere that's covered by clothing, so she'll never see it.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
See it there?
Yeah, I did.
But
How are we doing today,
Anyway,
guys?
Yeah.
patrons...
that was a
All
fun
for
little
you.
shout out to you guys. Yeah, little shout out to the nonsense that goes on our Patreon hangouts. And hey, if you want to be in future jokes, you know how to do that. We have our Patreon.
Mm-hmm.
Go to our Patreon, and it's good times. But hey, I don't want to do all that business stuff right now.
No?
No, we'll do that later.
Later? Okay, we'll throw it in there at random.
Yeah, figure it out.
Speaking of business, we're diving into the litter box.
We are. We have left the barnyard and the aquarium, and now we are full on in the litter box.
Sifting through
I
that
could not
kitty
miss
litter.
that segue.
Oh, absolutely not. It's a continuation. We started.
Yeah.
We dipped the foot in, covered some stuff.
Well, you
Yeah,
dug the
there.
hole.
Yeah.
No, you dug the hole.
Cool.
We're
Time to
gonna-
do the
we're gonna
business.
cover.
Time to do the business.
All right.
Leave that right in the middle, huh?
So yeah, this is kind of the end of our sort of Fera series.
Sort of Fera. The barnyard.
Well, you know, we don't go too super in depth with these, but we don't want to right now.
Right, that's kind of...
I mean, we just finished the tribals. We're not.
And look, we're about to finish another series.
Yeah, but it's a pseudo series though.
It's pseudo-series.
It's not like we went in depth. There will be a time.
Hey, this
Just
series
not
is
right
running
now.
a lot faster than the damn tribal.
But
that's because we're
we're not going in depth with them. It's just an
That,
overview.
and, you know, it's not 140 pages
what's.
per one.
But they all have read books,
That's true.
So that's next.
so like we can. We're just not doing it right now. So
Fair.
a brief overview, and then when we feel like it later, we will. We'll go deeper.
We have plenty of time.
Anyway, so let's start off this
Well, there's your title for the next one's Deeper into the Barnyard. No.
I don't like it.
old lieutenant a lawsuit. I don't know.
I hope you come up with something better by then.
Oh, I'm sure he will.
It's on me.
I was talking to you.
Yeah,
You're the producer.
yeah. Produce.
Produce.
Produce a title. Got it.
Come on, mermaid, produce.
At least he bit.
Yeah, I didn't even get an intro this time. I'm happy.
Yeah, shit. Yeah, Tom's here.
Oh, never mind. I got
Hey
one.
Tom,
now.
how you doing?
No, I just got here.
Oh, okay.
I unblurred.
Good to see you.
I unblurred.
Just seeing it in. That's fine. So,
Oh boy.
The wheels fell off of this car.
oh, I'm into it. So Bastet.
Yeah, that's fine.
Tom, how about you start us off?
Or should we do a quick, what were the best at again? You know what? If you're having...
The
Not the werecats.
They're werecats.
Not to be confused with all the birds.
There's no birds.
There's
no
no
birds. Just cats. Lots of cats. Well, if we're going to just jump right into it.
Yeah, just jump in.
Sure.
We got, what, 5 tribes left?
Yeah,
Okay, so let's just dive right into this.
let's just do it.
You got it.
I had the Khan. This is the...
Khan.
Yeah. Khan. Yeah.
Khan.
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 Shaka Khan?
Khan!
Shaka Khan?
Shaka Khan? Shaka Khan?
You know, these are the were-tigers, guys.
Oh.
Oh my.
Meow.
I thought tiger would have been roar, but...
Meow.
Yeah.
Meow.
Yeah, let's get to it.
Way to make it worse.
I know.
Alright, so the Khans. Raw power defines the Khans. They are not subtle or patient, and they are most famous for their explosive tempers. So I have my headcanon here. Think if this Ahran could be a tribe
Of cats.
of cats, these would be them.
Alright.
So they are arguably the strongest of the Bastet, and walk around proud of the fact. Their strength is of mountains, and their fury knows no bounds.
Their strength is of mountains. I kind of like that.
Yeah, direct quote. They're the champions of the folk, and their duty is to protect all who are lesser. So that is...
And so to them, that's everybody.
It's pretty much everybody there.
Yeah.
So protect everybody. They're
Because
very...
everybody else sucks.
Off
except
to a
us.
bad start.
This goes right into the next bullet point. They're arrogant and insufferable and full of rage. But what better to have at your side when everything goes sideways?
I could see. Okay.
I'm listening.
I can see certain people looking at that.
I can already see where you're going.
Where am I going with it, Annie?
Go ahead.
No. I want to know where your head's at first before his.
No.
Where's he going with it?
Hey, where am I going with it?
Forget it. Go.
I forgot now. Come on.
No, so did I.
That's crazy. See ya.
Oh, all right, I guess I'll just keep continuing then.
I could see people making parallels to the Get at that point.
Okay.
See, I didn't think you were going to get, but...
Well, we'll never know because you wouldn't tell us.
Right.
And now we don't want to hear it.
Nope, because you didn't want to play along.
Yeah.
Fair. Sorry.
Should be.
You should be, producer.
Continue.
Producing poor-ass content today. He's producing secrets and lies over there.
I'm sorry.
He's going to be a merman in a second.
I don't...
I don't know.
Oh, this game.
I don't want to play this game anymore. So in ancient times, the Khan ruled as sultans among men. The system actually collapsed in the 50s, when the last sultan betrayed his kin and almost wiped out the entire tribe.
Oh, shit.
So they no longer are obviously being sultans and that nonsense.
No, I don't know if it mentions it. Maybe you'll tell me. Maybe I should shut up first. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I don't know if it mentions it in what you read there. But, the... Obviously, Bastet are also specifically the Khan, are part of the Hengi Yokai, the Beast Courts.
Mm-hmm.
And interestingly enough, they're the only ones who don't get, a funny new name.
There's nothing mentioned of this, so
Yeah.
keep going.
So it just stays Khan?
Yeah,
even
they're
though
still
they
the
go-
Khan.
Yeah, it's just Khan. They never mentioned anything about
Like the
different
Korax turn
names
into the
or-
Tengu, the Rokir, the Samabito, you got the Shadow Lords become the Haken. The Khan are just the Khan, all the way around.
Hey, makes
They're
it
just-
easy.
They're just that good.
Sure.
Yeah, see, they're just that good.
At least that's their excuse on why.
I believe that.
So obviously, after that Sultan thing happened, the
Killing
Bagheera,
everyone he knows.
basically, until he got wiped out, until he got killed, he was just killing everything.
Who killed him then?
I didn't specify. It didn't say in the book.
Just got overpowered by
It was
everybody else.
this is W20, man. It only gives you the brief overview.
That's fair.
So the Bagheera now aid them behind the scenes due to the Khan's pride. So they won't actually allow them to be seen being helped. So it shows, they don't want to show weakness, obviously. They don't want to show that, hey, we're weak now, but the Bagheera are helping us.
That's fair.
So the Bagheera and them are actually really close. Their ties are never been stronger. It's funny because
which
aren't
again
they
is not what you
supposed
get.
to be working together?
Yeah, I mean, at least what I read was changing breeds part of it, but when we did Bagheera, they didn't mention any of that.
That's true. Oh yeah, that is true.
How about that?
How about that?
Again, that was changing breeds. I didn't go very much further. Actually, I don't think I went further at all.
I don't think we've gotten out of 20. We're not going into their specific books yet.
No, we haven't done that yet. No, so everyone worked at a Changing Breeds 20.
Yeah. Which just is the brief overview. So I mean, this is what we get.
Well, maybe the Bagheera are more embarrassed that they had to help, or embarrassed for the con.
Well, now that's headcanon.
I said maybe. I'm just guessing.
Can bite you in the butt. All right, so their original locations. They're originally from Asia, Malaysia, and Indonesia. But in recent years, with the tiger population dwindling, they have pulled back to India and Nepal. They're hoping to protect the remainder of their kin this way. Since, obviously, after the 50s, they're...
I was going to say, there's only, what,
not many
left?
I wouldn't say 2. So I'll move on to their kin and their appearance. The book states that in the past, in quotes, some were-tigers have allowed their human racial affiliations to color their judgments of one another. So this led to lots of fighting and feuds in the tribe, causing more unnecessary death and violence. So not only what happened in the 50s, they just still had a hatred for each other.
Fucking cats, man. I mean, like you say, but it's...
Because it's different races
cats.
of
It's just cats be cats.
Well, it just shows how angry these guys are. Like, how just... They're pissed.
No, I'll give you that, yeah.
Their strength is of mountains. So now the modern con, so after witnessing and hearing about what has happened prior, they now will mate with any human, clan, or tribe, so long as they are strong, powerful, and dedicated to protecting. So,
again, the strong live on, and the weak or whatever. No one cares about them.
Pretty much.
Yeah. I mean...
So their looks. Most con are massively built, 300 pounds in their homid form, 800 pounds or more in their chatro? The chatro form, the one that's after Krynos.
Okay.
Their Krynos size is only matched by the Gurhal or the Macaulay, so they're big.
In terms of what?
That's what it said. They're matched in size.
That's huge.
Absurd.
They're big.
That's absurd, though, yeah.
That's what they're stating, that they're big.
It's like kaiju size.
They exude a sense of, and in quotes, exude a sense of majesty that other Bastet can only dream of. Even Simba cannot match them. Straight from the book.
Straight from them, from the book.
Yeah, I was going to say straight from their book.
Straight from their part of the book. Now the fun part, their Yava.
Well, hold on, before you do that, what was, like, their job?
To protect.
Just to
That's
protect.
It. Protect everything lesser of them.
Okay. I didn't know if there was anything a little bit more specific.
No, that's a big job to them. Because everybody's lesser. It's a big enough job to them.
Okay.
That was literally, that's their job. That was what they were tasked with. They're protectors.
I mean, at least some of them have them, so...
So Yava, man.
Yava!
Yava up.
Yava
up. All right, so the Khan belong to the tribe of the sun. So when he sleeps, they sleep. During an eclipse, all Khans slumber for one day, then awaken very hungry.
Much like me.
Much like most of us.
I love those murder button Yavas.
The murder buttons.
These ones, they're not that bad for Khan, surprisingly. Let's see. The Khan cannot resist the meat of an innocent child, but it violates their laws to eat it. But they can't resist it. There's a big conundrum there.
Don't go to cannibal parties.
Don't have your innocent children around them.
Can't cancel your reservations at Cannibal Junction. You know,
I can't resist the meat of that innocent child, but I can't eat the meat of the innocent child because it's against the rules.
You gotta eat. I mean, I know we're not supposed to, but
what are you gonna do? Eat man.
What are you gonna do? Not eat people? I mean, you're hungry. You
gotta eat.
There's no Snickers in sight. You gotta make do.
Oh, bummer. No Snickers?
Their last one, a tiger cannot resist a direct challenge. To turn away cost him his rage for a fortnight.
Holy shit.
Yup.
That's not a good spot to be in.
Nope.
Interesting.
Who's next?
Well, that would be, I think, Danny's ready to set us up for a comeback.
Yeah, it was you. You're next. Oh, you.
Is it me?
That's you first.
Fuck.
Ha
It was a great intro.
So Porter's ready to set us up for a comeback.
That doesn't make sense that way. I have the Pumonka, the were-cougars.
What's so funny?
The way he said it.
Cougars?
No.
Cougars.
Pumunka?
Pumonka.
Pumunka, okay.
Were-cougars.
Yes. Where cougars.
Where Cougars.
All right, the were-melon camps.
Jesus.
Is that better?
I'm willing to bet half the people don't get that.
Oh, I'm willing to bet more than half of them don't. But so, John Mellencamp, he travels a long and lonely path. He wanders the wilderness of North America in search of bits of forgotten wisdom. So they're kind of like the Silent Striders and a little stargazery.
A little combination
that's
of
what
them.
I'm
Okay.
so far from that sentence, yeah.
Yeah. They walk alone. Let's move a little, another band in there. But the rest of the Bastet respect them for the knowledge they bear, the tales they tell, and their single-minded dedication to their native lands, which, by the way, is America.
Oh, they
So
were
they're native
strictly America.
Fuck yeah.
Wow.
America.
Now, they call this wisdom the Asra Blight, which sounds cool.
But probably isn't.
Well, actually, Asra's a word for Banes. So it does become less cool.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah, like on its own, they search for the Asra Blight. I'm like, that's amazing. What is that?
And then you look at it
And
up.
then I do the search. I'm like,
Banes.
oh, all right. way to fucking. All right.
Hey, at least they got the doors up. I can't even speak.
So they have no organization. They're super isolationist. In fact, they're the only tribe whose members are more likely to encounter other changing breeds than their own kind.
That's, again, according to them.
Sure. Well, no, because it's not, I'm going to say no because it's not done in a narrative. This isn't done through a story. This is done just written out there. So it's not one of them telling us this.
Mm-hmm.
It's, the narrator telling us this. The writer of the book telling us this.
This is them.
Yeah, this isn't in character.
Okay. I mean, the one I have, they kind of say the same, but only specifics. So again, that's why I'm throwing out, according to them.
Well, no, according to the book. Well, there's a difference between a character in the book telling you a thing and the book telling you a thing. The book is telling me.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Like, that's the difference. But yeah, they're more likely to encounter other changing breeds than other were-cougars. How isolationist they are. This kind of hurts them
Yeah.
a bit because, like, their cubs have no established way to learn anything.
No, not at all.
I mean, it's not like they're throwing kinfetch on cubs. That's not how that works. I mean, hell, they can't. What are they going to do? They're going to hit the Umbra when they get bored? No, they're not. Bastet can't do that.
I was going to say, they can't do that on their own, right?
Right. They need their den realms or a gift. So, it's not like they're peeking in the Umbra every 20 minutes for a kinfetch. So yeah, there's no way for them to really learn about Gaia, advance their rank, coordinate their efforts.
None of that.
No.
So they just kind of exist
It
out
is
there.
zero organization.
Just
Damn.
run around and find things.
Yep. We're searching for knowledge.
We're hoping you run around and find things. We hope you know to do that.
Yep. It is. They wander around looking for lost knowledge.
Because they have no knowledge.
Like a bunch of Indiana Joneses.
Nice. Did they get the whip and the hat?
Probably not.
No.
Speaking of, did you hear he hurt himself on the set of the new movie?
No, I did not hear him.
Yeah. Maybe don't have a 79-year-old man.
I was about to say, isn't he like 80?
Hey, he's 79.
Nice.
So maybe don't have a 79-year-old man play an action star and fucking flip around between jeeps or whatever, swinging on a whip. Maybe let him rest. Maybe now is the time for soup and Matlock, okay?
Oh, boy.
Sorry, just...
I'm getting too old for this stuff.
Right? Danny Glover said that at like 40.
That's true.
The fuck is wrong with you people? Making Harrison Ford... It's almost like Weekend at Bernie's at that point.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I know it's not related, but this news broke yesterday and I'm furious about it.
I didn't know they were filming.
Yeah.
Did I? Well, I didn't think he was going to agree to it.
It's a passing of the torch movie with this new girl.
Great.
So I don't want to talk. I'll talk about this off camera. There's some potential leaks for the ending of the movie have already hit. You're going to be mad, but we're not going to talk about that on air. So sorry, like I said, it happened yesterday.
Where Cougars?
Yeah, no, we're back to it.
Where they're probably going to be in the Indiana Jones movie.
That's right, because they're searching for lost knowledge.
Yeah.
The Pumonka have traditionally been most populous in wooded mountainous regions of North America, although their feline can extend into South America also. But again, what does it even mean if they're that isolationist?
I was going to ask that. Like, you're saying they're so isolated. I don't...
Like, yeah, I guess they're most populous, fine, but they're not mutually exclusive, but it's a little wonky to have those sentences so close together.
Just a little bit.
Even with these, they rarely have set territories. You know, they prefer to wander the continent seeking new stories and sniffing out new threats. I didn't get into kinfolk because I kind of don't care.
It's fine.
There's probably wasn't much in there. I mean, they're wanderers, so
Well,
it's just,
I know
you look good.
Well, I know they try to stick to native
Okay.
That makes sense.
native peoples.
You at least read it.
Yeah, I just didn't bother making the note.
That's fine. But there you go. That's really all you needed.
Right. In the Yava, though, this is the I don't.
Did you read anything about their
The special
appearances?
murder button.
Nah, I mean they're cougars.
I just didn't know if they had specific traits. That's fine.
Again,
Okay.
I felt that was less important. But
Could think of other things to talk about.
the Yava, you have a Pamunka is one with the land. If she leaves it for more than a full moon cycle, she will die.
So,
No vacationing to Paris. At least,
So, like, they can't leave North America? Or, like, you can't be in the Umbra for too long? Or in your Den realm for too long?
no, I mean,
what is this?
you can't. Seriously, no vacations to Paris. Do not be gone from your land more than a month.
so it's your own land then.
Your own land, okay. Your own territory.
With her land is what it says. I mean, I quoted these.
Okay.
So whether that's personal territory, which I don't think so, because we've established that they
don't really
they
have
don't-
one?
Yeah, they don't
They have a
set
Den
those up.
realm, but...
I mean, they could theoretically, but if they don't keep with the established set territories, I'm thinking if this one is an American, do not go to China.
For more than a month.
You will die.
Don't go to the beast courts.
Right.
For more than a month.
And you'll die.
And you'll die. That was a good one.
Thank you. the essence of the poison land, toxic waste, radiation, sewage, and shit, is deadly to a puma. Immerse him in the toxins and he will quickly perish.
Oh,
How do I translate that?
I don't...
well, anything that's poisoning the land if he gets...
That's going to hurt anybody.
Yeah, I feel like if I were to give you a bath in toxic waste,
You'll perish pretty quickly,
That's
too.
Or
gonna
you're
be-
getting some supernatural powers.
one or the other. All beasts fear puma. No horse will bear him, no dog will follow him. The great cats are his kin, and they befriend him, but no other animal can approach without terror.
That's one of the Yavas?
That is, seriously, it's a weak-ass Yava.
That is very weak. I thought mine were kind of weak, but that was weak.
We're in the realm of weak Yava.
Okay.
I was going to say, yeah, it very much makes sense, because as we're reading these closer to the last of the Bastet tribes, the pages seem to be smaller and smaller, and the information was less and less
That's true.
compared
It did
to the
get
first
smaller.
ones.
Yeah. We had a discussion about this.
Because I have the Quelme.
All right, and they were just released from prison, correct?
Not many people are going to know that one.
Nope.
But that's good for us.
Close! Close, there's an L in here.
Set me up for a comeback.
Yeah.
Oh, he got them both.
Oh boy.
So tell me about Kwame.
Quelme. Or the were-lynxes.
Lynx eye?
Like lynxes.
Wouldn't the
Lynxes.
plural be
Lynxes?
lynx eye?
Or would just be lynx.
Lynxes.
Lynxes. That's an operation. No, wait, that's a Wi-Fi router.
Well, most, and this includes Bastet as well as other changing breeds, just can't stand to be around the Quelme.
Well, there's a hip-hop tribe.
Still going, huh?
He's not gonna let it go.
Hey, man. Metro
5
Detroit.
people will get this joke, and they're going to love them.
I'm willing to bet Splats gets it.
I am certain
100%
Splats.
Splats is getting
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Guy joined our Discord 2 days ago. He's already gotten 2 shout-outs now. Look at that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Welcome to the team.
Nobody can stand to be around them. One, they only exist to remind Gaia's other children of their duties.
Yep, there we go.
So we said the Bastet were the middle managers. These are the managers of the middle managers.
Jesus.
That's their purpose. To remind everyone of their duty.
So they're the micromanagers.
Yeah.
Oh.
I hate those guys.
But they don't like to lecture. Instead, they do it with riddles.
Well, so they can't just come out and say it either.
Nope.
No.
They can't just tell you to your face.
No, everybody's favorite.
No, and that makes sense why,
Why
it
aren't
says
these guys dead?
it makes sense why it says no one can stand to be around them. Can stand to be around the riddle dancers. Quote
Is that
unquote.
what they're called?
That's what other ones call them. The riddle dancers.
So, like, if you were to make one, it would be Kilpatrick the Riddle Dancer.
Still going.
Someone's
Don't call it a comeback.
People are gonna start looking it up. They'll probably figure it out.
Oh yeah. No, I'm sure.
Are you sure? How do you know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
see.
they do
I think
it.
it'll sneak by him.
Still
Oh my god, dude! You had way too many of these ready.
well done.
Thank you.
I applaud you. Again, they do with riddles. They pose questions to make everyone else think. But they also really have
Different
close...
than we should.
Kinda.
Maybe.
Again, they don't lecture. It's all with riddles.
How are they on embezzlement?
You're gonna kill him by the end of this, man.
Well, he's not a stripper at the movie adventure.
I told you.
That worked out better than I had planned it. I had that in the chamber the whole time.
Holy shit. Okay. Alright. Get back. Oh my god. Alright. I gotta... Let me focus, you son of a bitch. Holy shit. Alright. They have really close ties with the Gurhal and the Wendigo tribe because of the northern territories that they inhabit.
Look at Tom. He's crying.
Wait a minute.
They also no longer are found in Europe because the European versions of the werelynxes were completely exterminated in the War of Rage.
Okay, all right.
I was expecting you to go off something
No, I'm gonna-
with extermination there.
I'm gonna. Are you kidding? I can't top that shit. We're good. I've done my job.
Tom's crying.
That was at your laugh.
I'm crying too. Holy fuck.
The joke was hilarious. Your laugh made that worse.
Oh man. So they crown me only receive about 6 months of training, all by their elders. In that time, they learn how to keep in touch with other Kwami, learn how to keep tabs on other changing breeds, and work with allies to defeat the evils of Asura. Yeah.
Which we've established.
Banes. And most of all, and probably more important, is how to be extremely cryptic with all these riddles. You've got something working in the chamber, don't you?
I'm gonna be good.
He can't top the last one.
I don't know that I can. That's the problem.
That was the best zinger.
And it was seamless. I was gonna bring it up during the Ava. But it was just perfectly lined up there.
Yes,
I had to
it
use
was.
it.
It really was.
But my favorite part about reading all this, because obviously there's not very much left, because again, we just said that very short versions now, they're very sensitive and extremely defensive about their short, stubby tails. It's like it's a really touchy subject, so don't bring it up.
Nice tail.
I would have expected that to be like the Java.
That'd have been another good place to,
Yep.
sensitive, like bringing up parties at the, but I already did it, so.
So
He's still broken.
I'm still broke. So the Java, the power of a lynx lies in her riddles. To unravel that riddle is to undo her magic.
So basically, you figure out their riddle, they get killed.
I guess.
Something along those lines, yeah. That their murder spot is figure out her riddle.
Which you should be figuring out because they're micromanaging you.
Right. So, hey,
So you kill yourself when you micromanage.
what can you put in a barrel that you can also see with the naked eye, but makes the barrel lighter?
You mean can't see with the naked eye?
Can see.
Okay.
What can you put in the barrel that you can still see makes the barrel lighter?
Ah, that's a good one. A hole.
Oh, where Link's dead. You figured out the riddle.
I mean, at first I was like air, but then the
That's
keyword.
why I wanted to...
Yeah, the keyword.
The Qualmy share a soul with the salmon.
What?
Yeah.
Like capital S salmon?
Just says, this is quote unquote here. Qualmy share a soul with the salmon. Poison the salmon, you harm the entire tribe.
So this is probably capital S salmon.
I don't think so.
Maybe it's just...
I don't, because nothing else is that large a scale.
There's so much salmon in the...
I know. Maybe there's just, it's meow mix, man. I don't know what.
These guys are easy to take care of.
Oh no, this is the worst part. No Lynx can speak the truth about her parents. Confront her with their names and faces. She will be confused for days. Like, what?
What is
kind
with
of
this
Yama
tribe?
is this?
This has got to be the weirdest one yet.
I've had more fun with this one, though,
for
than the entire
sure.
series. The entire Barnyard series. The last 10 minutes
Well,
have
you
been my
killed
favorite.
me and Danny.
I did.
So did he.
Oh my goodness, I'm still trying to collect myself over here.
And I'm sitting here thinking about, do I make a trip with like the fleet of Range Rovers or the Hi everybody, this is Porter here. A little podcast called Rage Across the Internet. Do you like World of the Apocalypse? Of course you do. And if you don't, well, that's okay, we can work on it. But hey, we have a weekly podcast where me and my co-host Daniel Tyson and our dear friend Tom get together, discuss all manner of aspects of World of the Apocalypse for both the new and seasoned player. So hey, if you like hearing goons joke around, if you like Werewolf, if you like tabletop RPGs, you've got one place to go. Once a week, come with us and rage across the internet. You can find us anywhere podcasts or you get your podcasts or on our website, rageacrosstheinternet.com.
And we're back.
Hey, okay, just had to take a quick little break, station identification there. Get our sponsors out of the way. Had to catch our breath from that last.
Oh boy.
It took me a second.
So we thought we'd air a commercial from one of our sponsors.
Our only sponsor.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Ourselves.
Okay. Well, 2 to go, huh?
Yeah, Tom, how about you? What'd you take this next one?
Okay. I got the Swara.
All right.
Soiree.
Swarley.
Not Swahili.
Oh.
Swirly.
Swara.
Swara.
Where cheetahs?
Ah, okay.
So
No, now I know.
What about Swirls Barkley?
Love that show. Alright, so these guys, they are built for speed. They're quick, wary, and what I spelled that wrong, and it's hilarious.
How'd you spell it?
Wary. Wary and fast. The spirit world speaks to them, calling them to fight for Gaia. They gladly do, making them one of the most courageous of all of the changing breeds.
Okay.
So that's their job?
I'm gonna get there.
Oh, okay, sorry.
This guy loves jumping ahead.
I know.
Let me do my thing. Mr. Producer.
Got it.
Let me produce for you.
I bet you do.
All right.
Well.
This guy's gonna kill me.
Do we need another commercial?
No.
From one of our other sponsors?
Yeah.
Alright. Swara like to fix things. The nature of these do not matter. There could be physical, spiritual, natural, mechanical, real, or imagined. Doesn't matter. So long as they feel the task aids Gaia, the specifics don't concern them. So that's basically their job. To fix things.
So their guy is handyman.
Pretty much. When you got a clogged drain pipe, you call these guys.
The speedy.
Gutters need cleaning.
Yep.
The speedy handyman.
Speedy handyman.
Freaky fast.
Freaky good.
See, we can't get Zoo because I only said half and he said the other half.
I don't know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
neither do I.
Perfect.
I think we're safe. I think the lawyers will allow it.
Nice. So these guys are actually plagued with xenophobia. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't hear that every day.
No, you don't. So it makes it extremely difficult to interact with all the other changing breeds.
I can see that.
They're caught in this vicious cycle so much, but if the need to help Gaia outweighs their xenophobia, they obviously will do it, but this leads them into so much paranoia that it will amplify their xenophobia, driving them insane.
That's actually, it's a little awesome. From a storytelling aspect.
Okay.
That's a little awesome.
So how would you play that out?
Well,
No, go ahead.
No,
As
just
a
how it says.
storyteller, how would you play it out, though?
You know, I mean, because get them to, get the MacGuffin there, to convince them, fine, right? But then you have this slow burn of them aggressively not being you. I mean, they already don't trust. They don't like you already.
They don't trust you.
They don't trust
like
you.
you.
But
they don't want to talk to you.
But you're working either for the greater good, so there's a level of trust there,
But only barely.
And then to watch it slowly whittle. And they have them slowly go mad as a job continues. I think of moments, again, I like to reference like television or movies or stuff to give you an example. I could think of like the classic Ren and Stimpy Space Madness. Or what was it, Armageddon with Bruce Willis and Michael Clark Duncan and Buscemi, where Steve Buscemi just loses his shit at random up in space and starts shooting up the place or whatever.
He went nuts way before they even went up in space, though.
Dude, I haven't seen the movie in 20 years, but you remember the scene when he's up in space and he just fucking goes...
Oh yeah, he's riding the nuclear warhead like a fucking Bronco.
It was Dr. Strangelove. It was a good reference. But I could see that slow burn, even like Event Horizon.
Which is not... I've actually seen that one. Or it's been a long time since I've seen that one.
It didn't hold up super great, but that idea of them slowly in the background ticking away and just that build up, that slow, you watch them just boil the fuck over.
Once the tipping point hits, it's bad news all over, huh?
Yeah.
Just straight cuckoo.
And I mean, not in a comedic way, because we've been telling jokes today. I don't know if
I don't know if you've been listening.
I don't know if you've caught it, but we've told a couple jokes.
So
not in like a funny haha way like we've been doing today, but in a way that everything is going to go wrong, and they're going to see to it whether they are cognizant of that fact or not. And like I don't have a scenario in my mind, so I can't be more specific, but I can see how you can play with that and make that really fucking interesting.
Yeah, that could be. I like it.
Yeah,
I see where you're going with it.
Sense
for
now.
Sure.
Yeah.
That is pretty awesome.
It's a guy who, like, he's got the rear, and, like, he's sweating. He's got this paranoid, he's just sweating, and he just keeps looking behind him for the knife to go on his back. But he knows he's at the flank.
So he purposely moved to the back where he knows no
where he's safe
behind him.
But he doesn't even trust the fact that he's at the rear.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, that would drive me nuts. Wow.
And then, like, every time he turns his back to look for the knife that's coming there, he's now turned his back on the fucking guy in front of him.
Which makes him
so
even
it's just
more
amplifying
paranoid.
it even more. Jeez.
Whew.
This guy's just doing circles.
Went from one extreme to the other here. Holy hell.
I think I can see a lot of potential.
And I like
that's
that.
awesome.
Oh, that's cool. Like I said, I went from crying laughing to, I got goosebumps,
It's a roller coaster of emotion today.
Yeah.
Gonna feel all of it. Alright, so let's see, where was I? During the war rage and centuries after, the Swara kept to themselves so much that others thought they were actually extinct.
Huh.
In the recent years, they've actually been drug out of hiding to play the role that Guy intended them to play. So they've been actually pulled from wherever they're hiding.
By the other Bastet?
Do your job.
Oh, okay. It's either by the other Bastet or, like, no one's doing the job. We gotta make sure they're doing it.
Right.
I'm assuming it wasn't specific. I'm going to go on a limb and say it wasn't specific.
It wasn't.
No, of course not. No, that's why I brought it up.
Right.
Like,
well, and
you could do either one.
Again, we're using Changing Breeds 20,
Yeah.
which is not...
Their actual book probably gets more
Yeah, this is not my first choice into where you go for an in-depth look, but this series was not intended to be an in-depth look at anything.
No, I mean,
this is just
an overview.
Just the touch.
Yeah.
Just tip.
Just tip.
Just for a second.
Swara are wanderers and rarely have established territory. Since Simba, Ajba, or even normal lions and hyenas often terrorize them, they are shy and reclusive and often stick together to better their odds.
You getting cyberbullied?
They're getting bullied. Solo Swara will actually flee to the Umbra instead of fighting, unless it's Worm, and then they will fight to the death.
Yeah, at least
only if
that.
it's Worm.
Only if it's Worm.
Yeah, at least there's that, though.
Okay, that's
why they're courageous, because they're doing Guy's bidding if they have to.
Like I was gonna call him out.
That's why I had to make sure I put that last little bit in there, because I was like, I can't just have this. I have to.
No, because I'd have a field day with that.
I knew you would. That's why I had to make. I was like, nope, you got to make sure I put the last bit in there.
Yeah, that's respectable. I mean, not running away because a hyena's nearby, but going. I don't really want to do like an Ajba war. Or I don't want to make symbol wartime. I saw what happened to the Ajaba.
Pretend you didn't see me. I'm out of here.
Right, I can see it.
Make like a tree and leave.
Make like a tree and get out of here. Come on, Biff.
Let's see the locations then. Since, they're obviously wanderers, they are historically found throughout Africa, the Middle East, and Southern Asia, but nowadays mainly in Southern Africa. Many live in the Umbro realms now, having fled like the Nuisha.
Huh.
All right.
I got a little bit on their kin and appearance, unlike you guys.
Wow.
Again,
I thought it was interesting.
the only appearance part that mine had were short, stubby tails. That's a sensitive subject.
It's literally all it had.
I told you, I could almost wrote down the entire thing from Changing Breeds and just read it aloud.
Wow.
Which would have made for a bad show. So.
Exactly.
I mean, he had his field day with it. He still would have. Their human kin are often of European descent, since most of Europeans control the private ranches in some place down in southern Africa. Cannot pronounce it.
All right.
Sound it out.
Here, Namibia.
Okay, good enough.
Namibia.
Sure. Namadia?
Okay.
I don't know.
It's less so in the north and the east, because they'll just mate with whoever they like up there. Swara tend to be long-limbed and lanky with short hair and a nervous air about them, obviously.
What?
I thought this was cool. Their Chatro form occasionally has the striped king cheetah morph, which is a sign of good fortune.
Oh, that's cool.
See, cool.
Very seldomly, but yes, there are some cool parts.
Now to their Yava.
Everyone's favorite part.
It really is.
It really is, because this is the do not touch buttons.
This is Dangers Don't List.
Dangers don't button.
For each one.
Alright, so the Swara are very protective of their mother's good name. By insulting their mother, you can reduce a cheetah to madness. So give him your best your mom joke, and he's gonna go nuts.
Well, I mean, when she sits around the house, right?
Oh my god.
Every time she turns around, it's her birthday.
He's killing himself over there.
Right?
Oh boy.
I'd say they'd have to tie a pork chop around the necks of the dog, but you're going to run from the dog anyway.
We good at all?
We can be.
Okay. The soil of the moon intoxicates them. Mix it in his drink, and he will dance and laugh for days.
Porter's got
It
his
says
kid.
the soil of the moon. It's his direct quotes.
So you give a Swara a moon rock roofie colada.
Yes.
That's no problem.
And he's just hammered, drunk, and high because he just wants to dance and laugh for days.
Sure. A moon rock colada?
I mean, how many moon rocks are you gonna find?
That's kind of my point. How did they discover this?
Aunt Luna's not handing those out.
No. You sure they didn't mean just like moonshine? Or?
I don't know.
That's even better. That's even better.
This last one confused me. The Unmaker has his hand deep in all Bastet's souls.
It's the worm.
Oh, okay. A frenzy will herald his approach. A Swara fears such frenzy and must avoid its taint at all cost.
I would... no, fuck off. I would be good.
Okay.
I see the 3 jokes I could make. I'm not going to make them. I could extrapolate from that maybe they're saying that a Swara is inclined to a thrall of the worm type frenzy.
Okay.
Is how I would maybe interpret that.
I was kind of thinking that. I mean, yes, the jokes are
There's
there.
3 of them.
Yeah, at
There's
least
3 really good ones.
Yes.
There's jokes there.
But we're taking the high ground because that's the kind of show we are.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, now we're the high ground. Sure. Sure are now. But no, I get why you'd go that direction. It makes more sense. I mean, there's a lot of words there that probably aren't necessary.
There's some funny business with a lot of these in terms of how they're worded and what that's supposed to fucking mean.
Right.
And I can't help but think that maybe that's intentional to a point. To leave some poetic license there so the storyteller can interpret it as they will, which helps keep a Yava secret from players who think they can read something in a book and their character knows it.
That makes too much sense.
Yeah.
I don't know a thing.
Why
I'm
are
just
you making
spitballing.
too much sense? That's not what we're here for.
Because he did all the jokes he could.
No, he did not.
I didn't do all the jokes I could.
He did all the jokes that were necessary for today.
I
No,
think
there's still a few more, I think. All I know is I can't wait for you to edit this because you're going to fall out of your chair.
Probably.
And then your coworkers are going to die.
I'm going to be excited for this air.
Well, I'm not editing it at work. I
No,
get
but when
fired.
they
Are you
hear
kidding
it,
me?
when they hear it,
Oh, yeah.
they're going to die laughing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they will.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, we said 6 people will get I forgot. Your whole shop, dude.
Still dying.
That's going to be great.
Yeah, I'm sure I did it loud enough where I'll be able to hear it down.
Oh, you'll hear it.
Yeah. No, just
Like
no concern.
Those guys are like 100 feet away from me, and I'm sure I'm still hear it.
So,
Rounding it out,
yeah. I have the Simba.
the Kings.
The Kings. The Simba represent the best Gaia has to offer.
So not the con,
That's a quote.
but the con were the best.
They are
They didn't
regal,
say they
proud,
were
and
the
powerful beyond compare. However, they're also arrogant, domineering, and malicious, even under the best of circumstances.
Hey, that sounds
Again, these are quotes. That's not me poking fun.
that sounds very much like a silver fang.
Yeah, that's kind of how I looked at them. They're very much the silver fangs of the... I don't want to say the Bastet nation, because that's not really how that works,
Nah,
but...
the silver fangs of cats.
But are they cool enough to be called Simba and Hengyokai?
They're not in the
Yeah, they're
Hengyokai.
not that many anyway. I couldn't even say it straight.
They'd probably be the Kimba. There's a reference.
Yeah.
That might be a deeper cut than I think it is, but there you go. No, they are crazy egotistical, however, and believe Gaia created them to rule the changing breeds.
Yes.
Well, they're the lions.
Means that very few Simba are content to follow the dictates of others. They have to lead. And if their fellows do not recognize their authority, they will battle for dominance until their opponents are beaten into submission.
Alright, that's cool.
You don't like what I have to say? I'm going to make sure you do.
It's a little firefly there. You know what the chain of command is?
Oh, yeah.
The chain I can beat you with until you know who's in command.
Nice.
I love it. Hopefully we get a few applause on that one.
There have to be. Now, organization is a little different because Simba run in prides.
Like Pride Rock.
Well, that's a pack of, the lions have prides.
I get it.
Yeah.
And in lions, this is straightforward, but because breeding is forbidden and apparently followed in Simba, like they don't interbreed. It's forbidden. I don't know if that's Silver Fang rules where they don't do it, but you're going to find like a baby Crino sitting outside of a Silver Fang bond.
Right.
I don't know. That's unclear, but we'll assume that they really don't follow that. Because what they typically do is feline Simba will form a pride of mixed Simba and Lion King with a ratio of about 1 male to every 3 women. While the male ones typically have several wives.
Mixed notes.
No, there's a blank page in there for some reason.
I thought you lost your notes.
No, there was just a blank page. It's like, thanks.
Oh. You just stopped typing.
yeah, I did. I just hit enter a whole lot. I fell asleep at the keyboard. My nose just hit the enter key for 5 minutes.
I've done it.
You have a few more than one page.
But there's like 3 or 5 kin per Simba. And then some Simba prides maintain both lions and a number of human kin.
Oh, interesting.
The results here means it's just this huge convoluted network of kinfolk.
It sounds about right.
Beyond that, the Simba interactions usually revere a ritual where the strong rule over the weak. Again, it's do what I say because I said it. Do what I say because you're bleeding. And I'm not.
Yep. You don't want to bleed anymore? Well, then do what I say.
Right. And I'm moving straight to their Yava. Like, they're very pretty and regal. You want to talk about what they look like. There you go. But their Yavas, a rope made of lion's mane will bind a Simba fast. So it'll work. You make a rope out of lion's mane, that shit's going to work.
Okay.
Lasso of truth.
Lasso.
You went there too, right?
Yeah, a little bit. Okay.
You're
weird, but okay.
No male Simba will kill his wife or allow another to do the same.
Okay.
Yeah, no issue there.
I mean, I don't know why that's a Yava. That should be just...
I agree. Here's one.
I want to say, I hope they have at least one button that's not hard to push.
Well, you ready for this?
I gotta gear up for it. Hold
To
on.
defeat a lion, steal his roar. In it, you may find a bit of his soul. He will not harm one who holds that soul until he finds his roar again.
I'm out. See you, everybody.
Did they take half the Disney Lion King movie and put it in this?
Well, I don't remember a scene where James Earl Jones beat the shit out of Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
That's why I said half.
Fair enough. I don't like that scene. Or Jeremy Irons doing it. Scar was a badass.
Yeah, he was.
He was.
Steal his roar? What the fuck?
Again, one of these, what does that mean?
I
You're going to reach at his throat and grab it?
He cut out his throat.
Come on!
But no, of course, the Simba. They're all over the place over in Africa. And that leads us to a little guy by the name of Blacktooth.
Okay, I've heard the name. I don't really know the background to this, but I've heard it mentioned on several occasions.
Well, this is why I wanted to go last.
Okay.
Because I wanted to pogo off, okay, this is this. We finished it. We finished the Bastet tribes.
Yeah, but our show's not done yet.
Exactly.
We got
So I
some
wanted
more.
to do this one last because I could pogo into Blacktooth and the Ahandi.
Okay.
The short version about Blacktooth, because there's a really good write-up on him in Changing Breeds 20 that talks about his beginnings and how he accomplished what he did. He was a veteran warrior, servant to Gaia, just this old badass warrior. You know the archetype.
Mm-hmm.
And then he took a turn.
Uh-oh.
And now I don't want to say he fell to the worm, because that people do that. They tend to equate all things bad or with the worm.
Was this after 7 years?
No.
Ba-dum.
In fact, one of the theories behind what did it for him was he was in the Umbra and witnessed the bombs being dropped on Japan.
Oh.
Well, that'll mess you up.
Yeah, at least that'll definitely mess you up.
That's a theory. Again, there's a really good write-up about his backstory in Changing Breeds 20, but this isn't the Blacktooth show.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So, but he took that turn. He didn't fall to the worm, because the worm isn't just all things bad. It's not like he became I don't know what a black spiral would be as a cat. A cat spiral.
Cat spiral.
Late laser pointer warrior. I don't know what. But
Laser, where are you going with that one?
well,
I need to
because
know.
you can do a spiral and they'll follow it.
Oh my goodness.
I don't have a name for, I don't know. You can make him do shapes by
Running up the wall so he runs into the wall? And
yeah,
then, Okay.
I don't know what. But I'm saying he's not. He's just bad news bears.
So he's just fallen.
Yeah, and he became a tyrant. He gathered his pride, who are called the Endless Storm, which is pretty neat all by itself, and just fucking took over. And we're talking from the Sahara Desert just to South Africa. And it says to South Africa, as if that's just all of it.
Yeah.
That's a lot of territory.
The majority of the Simba who survived his onslaught chose to proclaim him their one and rightful ruler.
I was going to say, if they survive, they're
Yeah. I'm going to follow you because you're mightier than me.
Yep, I'm definitely going to die if I don't.
He then went routed or recruited the Swara or the Bagheera, and as we know from the first chapter of our Barnyard series, full on just about genocided the Ajaba.
That
was Blacktooth.
I was going to say,
Okay.
it sounded so familiar.
Discovered the Yava and killed all but like 100 of them.
He spared 100 of them, or the 100 of them ran?
100 of them weren't there or
Was that the
ran.
one?
Okay.
Was the edge of their Yava was like the spot on the
Yeah,
back of
they
their
had
heads or something?
they had an actual danger zone button in their skull. Yeah.
Oh, man, he
So
probably
he-
figured that out.
So he went around just throwing
if
rocks.
if I touch here, you just die. That's amazing. I'll tell you what, if you could steal my roar, what the fuck does that mean? I don't know. Punk. This was bad.
Yeah.
This guy had a stranglehold, like Machete Nation stranglehold over Africa.
Yeah, for
Man, imagine if you got off the continent.
And it was so bad that it led to the Ahandi. What the fuck does that mean?
I don't know. I'm waiting for you to tell me.
Well, the Ahandi is a coalition of the changing breeds of Africa who have allegedly put the past behind them. All the shit in the past, the war rage, water under the bridge. This
All
is
to
serious
take-
business.
All to take down Blacktooth?
Yeah.
So,
We're talking Ajaba. We're talking Garu of the region. There's fucking Rokia and Ratkin and shit in on this.
holy
A full-on
hell.
barnyard coalition.
Oh, plus
look
plus
at that.
werewolves, plus
Yeah,
Garu.
yeah.
It's not just Barnyard.
Well, I mean, there's... Well, I guess I should have said it. I should have said the zoo coalition.
There you go.
Because wolves are in the zoo as well.
Haha.
Look at that.
So there you go. You're just the zoo force.
This
I like it.
The full on fucking zoo battalion.
That's gonna be that's gonna be part of the name now. You know that, right?
It might be.
Litter box and the zoo force.
Sure. Why not? So think about that.
That's nuts.
Yeah. That eons of grudges and hatreds and even the shit you did last week where you killed that clutch of fucking Macola eggs, I guess. And
water under the bridge.
Yeah, we got real problems.
This is more important. Yeah.
Wow.
And they've stayed together.
So they've taken down Blacktooth then.
Yeah, it's a nebulous thing because in Revised, Blacktooth is dead.
Okay.
It happened in the Ahandi. There's a whole thing over there, and in 20 they don't take it back, but it's written from a place where like this just happened and maybe your group was in on it, which is neat.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. So, but it's like it's weirdly written because it's like you got to take down Blacktooth. P.S. You've already taken down Blacktooth.
Right.
It's kind of written both ways.
So you just took him down. What do you do next?
Or you are the ones who do take him down, and here's what happens next. So they give you the room to do either one, but it makes it a kind. I do too, but it makes it kind of an awkward.
Yeah,
but I still like it that they give you those options, and this is how they paint it.
But I get it. There's definitely the awkward transition there.
You have to write it both ways in the same book.
But that's the
they band together, they take them down the Ahandi, and then they stay together to like reclaim Africa for Gaia.
Oh, okay.
Why is Africa like the worst place? There's just always so much bad shit going on.
No, they got blessed rains, so I mean, there's that.
Good night. I didn't think you had more.
I was content to just keep going, too. Like I never said a thing.
Are you having Christmas down in Africa?
What?
Don't worry about
Did
it.
you say Christmas?
In Africa.
They know it's Christmas time at all?
Oh, my God.
But I think that's kind of amazing. And I'm like, in part of the Ahandi, like they have their own litany.
Okay.
Not an Ahandi show, I didn't write it down.
That's fair.
But it like to join it, you actually go through a ritual. They have a rite that they perform, and it's like part spiritual pact and part rite of passage.
That's cool.
It's interesting shit.
I like we made
that
the
doesn't
jokes.
strip you of your original ties to anything else, though, right?
I don't believe it does.
Okay.
And we've made the joke on how many different of the Fera episodes we've talked about, and even beforehand, like the Barnyard Coalition. They don't like each other. The Fera are not friends.
No.
But when you have a situation like this, where they need to come together to save the land for Gaia, that I can appreciate.
No, definitely.
I respect the hell out of that.
But it's a far cry from...
But again, that's named. And again, yes, you're right. It's a far cry from anything else that's out there. The rat and the bear and, I don't know, the stag and what else you want to throw in the Rokea. Like, hey.
The were-otters.
And then, and the otters. Sure.
Were rabbits.
Even better.
They do the lepics for the shit.
But that's completely different. My point is that is completely different than the Ahandi. Because that makes sense, and that is interesting.
I mean, but you give them a big purpose for them to do that, like the Ahandi.
Exactly.
Then it makes sense.
Right, and it wasn't something that formed over 20 seconds.
No.
This was a thing that happened.
Yeah. I mean, he was doing some bad things.
And then this happened. This was going on for a while. So, I think it's super cool.
I mean, when all these breeds are getting murdered left and right, eventually someone's gonna do something.
That's kind of like I said. That's why I bring that up. And yes, it's the joke. And those guys are rage across the internet don't like Fera. No,
Danny doesn't like Fera.
Oh, he hates him. He's got a shirt that says it.
I have a shirt that says "Rage Across the Internet."
Yeah, you do. You got that from rangeacrosstheinternet.com.
Yeah,
he's actually wearing it.
He is.
Well,
it's nice.
It's a cool place. It's a cool store.
It's a great show.
Really, I'll have to listen to it.
Dude, that host, hilarious.
You.
That guy that only comes on once in a while, he's an asshole.
Yeah,
Sure.
but those are good episodes. So fuck it. So there's a trio of assholes. I mean, what are you talking about?
Trio.
Yep. Hey, well,
Like
Just
the Three
listen
Stooges.
So listen to the podcast.
You love throwing those out there.
I do. It makes me happy. And
They're
I kick
fun.
out of it every time.
Grant got you this morning.
Yes, he did.
Good job, Grant. Look at Grant gets another fucking shout out.
That's your fault. But yeah, though, that's definitely a big deal. I have always been one to discourage those Barnyard Coalition games. Because of that. Because, the Fera are not friends. The Garu and the Fera are not friends. And you can come up with special examples here and there about why this guy might work with these people.
Maybe a quick story here and there, but nothing concrete.
You're not running,
entire chronicles.
You're not running a Ratkin and a Bastet, I don't care which type. Help me out here, a Macaulay.
The Rat Cat pack.
Yeah, with a Get a Fenris out of New York. That's not...
No.
I mean, I could see it one instance or two where you could do like a whole chronicle, but after that chronicle's finished, you got to pull, like if a Nuisha has to infiltrate a Garu pack.
But you're talking specifics. What he's saying is several of different kinds all at once.
Oh, you're talking many changing breeds together, not just one.
Right.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm talking that 5 characters, 5 different Fera running out of the Sept of the Green.
That doesn't work.
No.
Unless you're running that exact situation right there.
Well, then you'd have to be in Africa and not New York.
But I'm just saying, like, unless you're running that exact situation, or something along the lines of that, where there's been enough backstory that you've played out.
Well, at that point, if you want to do that,
just run the army.
Or, well, you can do something, I say original, but based on it in another region, but set it up.
Yes.
There are plenty, and this is the thing is, we've done our overview. We've covered.
Yeah.
Briefly.
That's what we set up to do. It was a brief overview, and we did that. But now I think it's time to take everything we've looked at and talk about practical application, talk about use, talk about what we've maybe learned, or what we've gathered from all of this.
I thought that's what we were just doing.
Kind of.
Yeah, but now I'm putting a hat on it.
Oh, just the tip.
The hat on the tip?
Mm-hmm.
Tip of the hat?
That's what I said, just the tip.
So,
come on, Danny.
Tip my hat.
So you have something like, I could see a great use for, if you're going to do a Bastet game. Maybe it is that Khan or a SYBS or something who's come to this region, wherever, let's say Chicago, all right? There's a fucking Khan in Chicago all of a sudden. Fucking what is that? What
it could be a problem.
Of course it's a problem, but what and why?
Yeah.
And then you come to find out that, say, his mate was captured and taken to the fucking zoo.
Ooh.
And the zoo just happens to be run by maybe some Pentex?
It doesn't even have to.
No, you're right.
Because the conflict at that point can be this Khan, and you could have someone sit in and play the Khan.
Yeah. Just
for is a 1 or 2 off story, where from the Khan's perspective, this is a revenge story. A year ago, my lover was taken from me.
And he's tracked her all the way back to the zoo here in Chicago.
Yeah. And so now I'm on a kill crazy rampage to get my woman back, who maybe was pregnant with my cubs at the time, right? In the meanwhile, you got the Garu side of things going, there's a fucking Khan here, which is already, it's already incorrect. And it's just fucking things up indiscriminately, not giving a shit about the Vale or territory or anything. And it's a problem all by itself.
Yeah, so what do?
God, I could see that from both perspectives.
Exactly.
That was a good story right there.
Because now, do you try and help to get maybe his mate back? Do you take him out?
In Garu's eyes, you're not going to help because you don't know his backstory.
But maybe that's the thing.
Yeah, maybe
you encounter each other, and maybe you have someone who is able to calm this down for a second. Everybody fucking chill and let's talk.
Calming a con down? Good luck.
But you know what I'm saying? Right. It's an option.
Maybe it's a Khan kinfolk at the zoo.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It would be
Or it's a Garu kinfolk.
Why would a
wolf will be a lupus kinfolk at the zoo? Maybe.
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
Maybe they just have their enclosures are closed. I'm thinking out loud, man. I don't know.
I wouldn't have they wouldn't let the wolf be captured. It's set it free, which of course is what the fucking Khan's trying to do.
Gotcha.
So maybe we're not all that different after all.
No. Okay, I got it.
But I mean, at the same time, that's human fucking motivation, right?
Yes.
Like, so you can tell that story. You can talk about, you maybe team up with the Ratkin. I mean, it's a different scenario. Mm-hmm. You team up with the Ratkin because of disease X that's maybe spreading wrong.
I was going to say, because they're all about the spreading the disease, but maybe it's too much. Or maybe it went the opposite way than they were supposed to.
Right, or so maybe it's not enough and they need help, or you need to stop the Ratkin from dispersing said disease in a particular area.
Okay.
Hey guys, I can understand what you're doing, but Central Park is kind of a cairn. So what I need you to is not to expose the blacker plague to Central Park. Can you go to Yonkers?
Take a hop, skip, and a jump over there.
Yeah, just how's upstate sound?
Just stay away from the cairn.
But you know,
I can see that. Yeah,
Skip out on Jersey too, please.
right? But I mean, there's situations like that.
And I can see it. Yeah, like one or two off stories, sure. I can't see entire
No,
chronicles
because
like
that ceases to make sense,
right?
and becomes look. There's the golden rule.
Sure.
It says if you don't like a rule, change it. Fine. But there's
a
a limit.
Yeah, there's lore for a reason.
Exactly. If we're ignoring all the lore and just throwing it out,
it's no longer.
Then you're not. Yeah. Then why are we playing World of the Apocalypse?
Right.
Then you're not playing. It's not the game.
It's not the game anymore.
Right. It's a different game now, and you might like that different game. That's none of my business. But we're not a podcast of that other game.
And I get it. Yeah. Yes, as a storyteller, you can do what you want. No one's stopping you. But if you're playing this game, maybe be a little respectful to it.
Well, I think a tabletop game is two things. It's systems and it's lore.
Agreed.
So if you throw out all the systems and you throw out all the lore, you're playing something else.
Agreed.
It's true.
I still can't think of a...
You need bread. You need bread and cheese to make a sandwich.
I was waiting for the peanut butter and cheese.
This is a different thing. It's related.
It is.
It is how we got on that peanut butter cheese thing, but...
Yes.
I still didn't get enough answers on that.
No, we never will. It's going to be one of those eternal debates. Anyway, you're saying Danny.
Sorry, waylaid us.
I still can't think of a good time where you could put the Rokia in there, though. With others. Garu and or.
You going to allow me to refute you or not? I got something.
Go for it. I'd love to hear it.
Wait, this is the one he didn't like, right?
Rokia?
No, those ones I don't like.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, you had one already. It was in the Rokia episode.
No, it was the McCall. It was the one he hates.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't like the Rokia, but remember I offered suggestions.
You offered
on
suggestions,
how to make them better.
So, without those suggestions.
No, without
yes,
those
how would you-
suggestions. And this is lightly based in a story I ran in the Silent Howl era.
Lightly?
Lightly.
Okay.
And what the gist of it was they were on an oil rig.
Okay.
Can't stop. And they end up causing a new Exxon Valdez.
Ah.
But they never left the dock.
Oh.
So I'm saying...
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
You have a group going to stop, over at the site, over at the well or something, sabotage it, get it to shut down and get all these people out of there, and something goes wrong.
And that's where the Rokia show up.
Or maybe they're already there.
Okay.
But now they're tentatively trapped out here in the ocean. That's where you're going to find Rokia.
Yeah.
I hope that's the only place you find them.
It should be.
Yeah.
It should be the only place you find them. So there's your opportunity.
All right. No, I'll give it to you. Well done. Because I couldn't think of it. That makes the most sense. Yes. Because where else are they going to fucking be?
Right? And what else is a guy going to do out there? Why else would they be out there?
Yeah.
There you go. Oil rig.
All right.
Or a container ship or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I meant. The ship was
Yeah.
the ship was the one that happened in the Silent Howl thing.
Oh, okay.
And it was at the dock, and they went
That's
to
what-
infiltrate,
yeah,
and
that's what I
everything went
figured.
tits up. And they blew the ship in the dock.
Oh.
But you take that premise and you go, no, they're out in the ocean. They're at the rig, or the boat is, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They also ring with that shit, too.
Nice.
Had them go through a trial and everything. They were officially accused of doing it on purpose.
Oh.
And I had a bunch of their decisions come back and bite him in the ass. Turns out the Margrave set it up because he wanted them in his pocket.
That's kind of cool. That's your own
dirty
headcanon,
Margrave.
though, but
Well, no, it was a game I ran.
I was going to say it's your own, yeah.
So,
Still
yeah,
really cool.
but...
It's a good story.
Nice.
Fucking Margrave. Nicely
Have
done.
the Silent Howl in your pocket?
Oh, yeah.
That's worth it.
Bunch of rock stars.
But so anyway, there's even the Rokia.
Yeah, it can be done.
Yeah.
Just careful on towing that line. That's all.
Yeah, it's just, to be mindful, respectful of how you use the characters, how you integrate them. And I mean, you can do a Bastet story easily by throwing them in the Amazon.
Yes.
You take them, no problem.
Yeah, I mean,
That's,
the Amazon, right? There's a war.
you could do something with a Macaulay in New Orleans. Who's to say? In a recent post-mortem,
Okay.
an antagonist brought up, maybe not an antagonist, but a shady contact, brought up a swamp witch.
Mm-hmm.
Well, who's to say that swamp witch, quote unquote, wasn't a Macaulay who lives somewhere deep in the fucking bayou?
God
Just
damn it.
one, all by herself.
You son of a bitch.
It's not
Like,
true,
I know it's
Danny.
not true,
Jeez.
but, like, he's playing off my paranoia
No,
of the game.
yeah, I know. Tinfoil hat Danny's coming out again.
Yeah.
I
Son of a bitch.
I can't even say anything because this will air before the resolution of it in the guilty.
Yes, I know. I know it's not true, but
Yes, it's not true.
he's just playing up
But
the
you know
paranoia.
what? It could be true.
It's going on
anyway.
his board.
Yeah, it still could very easily be true.
There
yes.
still could be an ancient fucking Macaulay hidden and living in the bayou.
Yeah.
It's still going on his board.
That's fine.
It's going to have a string from Adebisi to that.
It's going to be a different color because it's not proven. It's still.
Well, don't link it to Adebisi at that point.
No. It's plausible. It's going to be a plausible color.
Okay.
Oh boy.
You know, yeah, there's room for the Fera, is the bottom line, and a lot of them are pretty cool. I mean, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah,
You know,
I'm not
I-
saying that they're shitty things in this game.
Like I know
I
I
had a
don't.
lot of awesome ones.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
I-
got all the damn tricky ones.
I loved it, and I want to play every one of them.
Like I know, Danny, you didn't like the Macaulay, and you shut down on them. And you know you're going to have to give them another chance later when we eventually do the full series.
You're
will
getting
give
that
them,
tribe.
No, because we'll all have to do it at that
We're all-
point because
that's
we're doing
true.
the breed books.
Damn.
I want to just see
I will
him do
give
it.
them the other tribe. I think that was more of an irritation because I liked dinosaurs. Jurassic Park was such a cool movie when we were younger.
And then you just decided
and
to
then,
make
like-
a correlation.
Yeah, the correlation.
And then
His own headcanon got in the way.
Oh,
Pretty much. I'll give it to you.
so I hope you give him another chance. You
I'll
know,
give him
and-
another chance.
And
yes.
I know I don't like the Rokia, but I've explained what bothers me about the
And
Rokia.
you've given enough interest to and be able to fix. That's fine.
But a lot of them are really fucking cool, and they have a place. It's just not in a pack with 5 other types. That's a Hengi Yokai game, or that's an Ahandi game, and that's fine. That's just
The
not.
Honda game sounds so fun. I would do that.
And also, in terms, I do mention that because we will do the full series eventually, and we will be hitting those breed books. And if you haven't seen those second edition breed books, I would recommend them, honestly, before the 20 stuff, before the revised stuff. Because they are, they vary in size, but
So
they
the
are
artwork is probably
not as good. But the,
really? Okay.
I don't think it's as good, but the point is it's, they are breed books, and it's essentially like a tribe book for them.
okay.
So you get more of their lore, more of their history, more of everything. Because it's a book dedicated to them, not a book where they're taking all of the Fera and smashing the gist of it into a book.
See, that's
Everyone
good.
gets
And
their
as
own.
any of these little tidbits we gave you on just skimming the surface of these guys, and you liked hearing what you heard, grab their breed book.
Yep. And I'll tell you, some of the later ones get really cool. Because I was telling you this.
Oh yeah,
earlier.
this is awesome. This makes me want to read them.
There becomes a narrative through line through the later breed books, in that Old Man Miniskins is infiltrating each changing breed to learn
Holy
about.
shit.
Yeah.
Such
really?
a good narrative. I really want to read the book.
Yeah.
So, like, the first few, it's not him?
First view's their own thing.
Once
if
you
I
get
recall,
past
kind of a bummer.
it's been a while since I've read them, but the first few they didn't come out in alphabetical order.
So what is it? Once you get past the Nuisha, it's
I think it's once the Nuisha are done, but it's been a while since I've read them. I know for a fact Naga is. I believe that's the last one.
So, does that mean we're going to have to do them in order like that?
You know what? I'll look up their production order. We can. It's labeled and it's on the spine. So we'll look at the production order, and maybe we will.
Okay.
that's a good idea.
This way we can keep up with the adventures
Exactly
of
what
Old
I'm
Man
thinking.
Miniskins.
The Adventures of Old Man Miniskins. Part
Maybe what
1.
we'll call it.
Part 2.
Absolutely.
Once
Part
it
3.
switches to when he's telling the narrative.
Yeah, because how cool is that? That's,
Yeah.
I think it's really smart, because if you're not interested in a particular changing breed, you're gonna it gives you incentive to read the
I was
book.
gonna,
anyway.
yeah, exactly. You're going
It's
to
like
get
if
the
you're-
incentive to keep going. Still.
Right, if you're bored, you're like, I don't like these guys, but I like what he's doing here.
But it's still Old Man Miniskins, so
How
we're
can
gonna
you
keep
not
going.
not like Miniskins? He's awesome.
Oh, he is. He's the coolest. So there you go. And so I think that will do it. That'll close our
That's
Barnyard series.
closing out the barnyard.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Out of the litter box and into the zoo.
No.
Good, he forgot it.
Zoo team.
Oh no.
Turtle power.
We went from the barnyard to the aquarium to the litter box, and now we're gonna hand you a scooper, and we're gonna seal that shit up for
Well
now.
done. Well done.
Thank you so much for listening. Your support means the world to us, and I remind you, please give us those 5 stars every chance you can. Give us proper reviews. We love reading those. It helps other people understand why they need to listen to this.
Yeah, we don't understand why with the 5 stars is such a big deal. It's like the algorithms and shit.
Yeah, like you would think of 4, like, well, that's really good, but they don't give a
we'll
shit
do
about 4.
4s, but the 4s don't help move.
Yeah, the system doesn't give a shit about a 4.
Yeah,
It's 5s or bust.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate because we're okay with the 4s, but like the 5s are what's going to help keep us circulating.
Right.
So please,
like the
5
stars.
stars.
The 5 is it's not an ego thing. It's a word of mouth kind of thing.
Exactly.
And word of mouth is another great thing you can do. You know,
Tell your friends.
Yeah, please. And if you have the cash and you'd like to support us that way, we'd be super grateful. We do have our Patreon,
and that's where we're giving back.
Yeah, that's we have our 3 tiers there, and each have rewards, and obviously each higher tier gets the rewards of the previous stuff too. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's just how that works, I think, in general. And so that's fantastic if you can do that. We have our store, which we have all sorts of really cool merch on there.
And now we're adding stuff weekly, if
less.
If more stuff comes out. And if we like it or we get requests for it, we put it on.
It has been. I'm not going to drop his name.
Okay.
But one of our valued regulars, the dear members of our community.
Well, we all know who that is.
Has requested Rage Across the High Tops.
He did.
So I might put the shoes on the store.
Did he do it as a joke or is he serious?
I'm not sure.
Okay. But it doesn't cost us anything.
Yeah, it doesn't cost us to put it on the store.
But he's going to do it. If he's going to buy them, fine.
We'll do it if you want. I don't vouch for that quality. I
never know. They could turn out... And if you do get them, you better post a picture.
Yeah, we would love if you guys would do that too. When you buy stuff, please post the pictures on social media. We got our Facebook group. If nothing else, our own Facebook group.
Yeah.
So other people can see the stuff. Because it's weird when we do it.
Yes.
Like if I post a cup, like, look at my coffee mug. I love this coffee mug. But then it looks like I'm trying to sell to you. Like, hey, give me your money. It's like, no, I think it's fucking cool and I'm proud of it.
Right. I did the same thing. But that's why when I did it, I only took a picture of the package.
I saw that.
Yeah.
It's like, what else are you supposed to do? Like, I don't want to show them what I got. I do want to show everyone what I got.
Show them.
But it's not the same.
Yeah, just show them. I'm sure they still like it.
Probably, yeah.
I know our boy Charybdis got the hooded blanket.
Oh, man. Charybdis, put the picture up, man.
Yeah.
I want to see it.
He says that thing's amazing.
That's so cool.
I know the cups are great. I know the shirts are great. The charging pad is cool as hell.
Yes, the charging pad.
The charging pad, pretty good quality, too. I couldn't believe that.
Yeah.
I thought it was just going to be like a snap-on thing. It's actually, no, that thing's really nice.
Yeah, it's cool.
I got a few things showing off right now in my house. My house is going up for sale, and then there's some stuff that I left out on purpose.
So if you want to buy Daniel Tyson's house, you should send an email to rageacrosspodcast.com.
Probably be sold by the time this airs.
With an offer.
I hope so. Yeah, I've got the hoodie out. I got the t-shirt out. I've got, what else I got out? Well, our own pictures that we have and stuff, but the charging pad, that's all like displayed nicely. So when people come to see the house, yeah.
I forget who I was talking to, but somebody told me that hoodie was super comfortable and they're pissed that it's not cold out.
That was me.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
On that note.
Yeah. So on that note, yeah, stick a fork in us, I guess. Again, thank you so much for everything. Thank you for listening. We will see you next week. And on behalf of everyone here at Scratch Wolf Studio, for Tom, for Danny, for me, we want to thank you. We want to say take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. We will see you next time. Keep howling. Take it easy. We'll see you.